Hey everyone, it's Vinny. Welcome back to Best Bets. Last weekend ended nicely for us as Denim and Pearls rolled home, paying over $5.50 to win. The Exacta over Harbor Springs paid over 18 to 1, which made the weekend right there. We're back at Keeneland this weekend. Saturday is the last Kentucky Derby prep of the season. It's the Lexington, so let's get into it. Race number 9 on Saturday is the Grade 1 Jenny Wiley going a mile and a 16th on the turf. And I'm going with the number 5 English Rose here for Charlie Appleby with William Buick riding. When Buick ships over to the U.S. for Appleby on non-Breeders' Cup days, the horses just always seem to be live, and they always seem to either win or come in second, and the win percentage is pretty crazy. So I'm going with this one. She's 9 to 2 on the morning line. I don't think there's a shot we get 9 to 2. I think this one will probably be closer to 2 to 1. If for some reason she is above 3 to 1, I'll play her to win. I really don't think so, though. I think this one's going to get hammered down. I really think this is a terrible line for this runner. My main play here, though, will be playing a double into the Lexington where I have a single. On my skinny tickets, I am just going to single English Rose here. I think she's going to be very, very tough here, especially with how this turf has been playing. On my deeper tickets, though, I will be using the number 7 surge capacity for Chad Brown, who's been improving, and based on how this turf course is played, where it's been very tough to go gate the wire, I think this one is very dangerous. Obviously, depends on what kind of trip Rosario ends up giving her, but Rosario's ridden her the last couple times. As long as he doesn't do something that something crazy on her and just lets her run her race, I think she'll be right there towards the end as well. The other one I'm going to be using is the number 3 Elusive Princess. She really likes a given the ground, so the rain this week I think definitely elevates Elusive Princess a bit heading into the Jenny Wiley. She did finish 4th last time out at Tampa as the favorite, but that track was kind of playing very heavy towards speed, and the winner went gate the wire and set a super slow pace. There's more pace in here. I think Elusive Princess will run better, but I am going to key them underneath English Rose on a majority of my tickets. I think English Rose is the one to beat here for Charlie Appleby. Race number 10 is the Grade 3 Lexington, which is the last Kentucky Derby prep. And I love Encino here for Brad Cox. I really liked this horse last weekend in the Bluegrass before Cox scratched him out. And this seems to be based on the chatter that they're going to go Lexington to Preakness with Encino. I'm expecting this horse to be fully loaded today and just run away from this field. He's 5 to 1 on the morning line. I don't think there's a chance we get 5 to 1. I think this horse will be more likely like 5 to 2. If he is 5 to 2 or better, I will be playing him to win. I'll honestly probably play this one to win all the way down to like 9 to 5. I just think he's that much the best in this field, especially the way the main track's been playing around 2 turns where the off the pace horses have been finishing very well. I think he fits the bill. I think he's going to be very, very tough here. That's number 8, Encino for Brad Cox. Looking at Sunday's races, race number 3 is a maiden special weight going a mile and 16th on the turf. And I'm going with the number 1 Cameo Performance for Brandon Walsh here, 7 to 2 on the morning line. I'm going to guess this one's going to be the favorite, but with a field this size, I'm hoping that favoritism stays around this 3 to 1 price range. Ran second on debut in Ireland, now ships over here. Should improve second time out. The workouts have been all right, especially the workout 2 back on the turf going 1 mile in 5 minutes. Very solid work for this runner, especially for a Walsh horse. I feel like Walsh horses usually don't work particularly fast like that. So seeing a 1 minute flat for 5 furlongs, I think, is a good sign. This is a maiden race, though. Most of these runners going either debuting or having their second start here. So for that reason, I'm going to use him in an exacta with the number 5 Garden Leave for Shug McGahee. First timer, been working out on the dirt, but I really like the pedigree here. Sired by Curlin out of a Warfront dam. The distance should be no issue here. 8 to 1 on the morning line, and Shug first time starters, if they get bet hard. Usually they're live. I'm expecting this one will probably get every bit of 8-1 on. I'm expecting her to run a decent race. Not sure if it'll be good enough to win, but Shug usually gets nice horses, and they usually run pretty honest first time out. This is definitely one of those races, though, you want to pay attention to the board. If there's one of these runners is just getting hammered off that morning line, there's a good chance they're live. So definitely pay attention to the board, especially closer to post time in this one. Race number 5 is an allowance race going 1.5 miles on the turf. And I'm a really big fan of the number 11, Verbal, who's 15-1 on the morning line here. Horrible start last time out. Started getting into his best strides very late in the game last time out at Fairgrounds. Gets added distance today. Gets an jockey upgrade to Tyler. In the outside post, I am hoping means he doesn't have any issues at the start. I'm hoping Tyler can kind of just sit this one back early and make a wide move, and he can just start passing runners. I think there is talent here. I'm not a huge fan of the top couple betting choices in this field. So I think at 15-1, more than a fair price on Verbal. I hope we get every bit of it because I think he'll be finishing well. The other horse here that I am going to use is the number 8, Hidden Stash. And I know he hasn't won since he was 2. But his last race going a mile at Tampa last time out of the turf, I think was sneaky good. 4-1 is a little bit low to eat on a horse who hasn't won in a few years. But I'm hoping he drifts up. I think he'll have value though in the exotic wagers and in the multi-race wagers. Again, I'm going to play a win bet on the number 11 Verbal, and I'm going to play a small exacta with these two boxed. I think they both improve. And again, I don't think this is the strongest field, so I definitely think a price can upset this field here. The dudes will have their betting Bible out for Saturday for Lexington Day at Keeneland. My top 4 selections are in there for all 11 races on Saturday. Last weekend, my top picks did pretty well. They pretty much all ran either one or came in second. Unfortunately, most of them came in second. But late in the day, I did have a few. Azark was a good one on top, which was a very nice key in that late sequence. So do yourself a favor, get the betting Bible for Lexington Day at Keeneland. Best of luck if you are playing this weekend, and I will see you next time.